Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy, the Million, the Dime, back in the cut with that One Piece arc tier list, man. Shout out to DD, man. In the comments, he recommended this one. But yeah, if y'all do have any recommendations that y'all might want me to do on the channel, definitely put them down in the comments like DD did, and I might get to it, maybe. I don't know. No promises. This one though definitely did pique my interest though. Never really thought where I'd put all the One Piece arcs, you know, like in a tier list type of manner. So this should be fun. Disclaimer though, I'm gonna try to be as objective in certain aspects, but this is gonna be my opinion on where I feel the arcs are and how I felt watching it and stuff. Keep in mind though, this is my perspective of watching One Piece, you know, in the anime from episode 1 all the way up to Dressrosa. After that, I switched to the manga because I couldn't deal with the pacing no more. So yeah, I'm ranking them based on that viewpoint. So little disclaimer on that. I'll definitely limit any dialogue related to Wano and Egghead, of course. So yeah, let's get into it, man. Let go. All right, so this is the tier list right here. So we got all the arcs there. I'm not doing any filler arcs too. Also another disclaimer, no filler arcs, so no Foxy stuff. None of that stuff. No movies included. I'm just doing the arcs that are actually canon to the story. At least that I believe I can. I did split East Blue though into like Arlong Park and Syrup Village and all that stuff. So I was gonna do it as one whole East Blue, you know, arc, but I think kind of splitting it up like that makes it more interesting. Plus that's how I kind of remember it. I don't really think of like Syrup Village and the Barate and all that as one arc. So I think it makes more sense like that anyway. But yeah, alrighty, let us start from the top, shall we? Alabasta, I would say is probably like B. I'd probably put it in B right now, comfortably in B. When I first started watching One Piece, like on Toonami, I think Alabasta I feel like was like my favorite part. I think it got to Alabasta unless I'm tripping, but I think Alabasta was my favorite part to watch. But then when I was older, I went back and rewatched it, and I think just going back and rewatching Alabasta, it was a solid arc, bro. I think Crocodile really set a bar for like the villains, and just him having Luffy, you know, him actually defeating Luffy, bro, like for that first time. I think that was the first time Luffy really lost. So him having Luffy on his hook and just like telling him like, bro, you're not on this level, that was a dope scene. To me, that's one of the most like iconic One Piece scenes. It's like Crocodile holding Luffy up in the sand, like, bro, you're not even really on that level like that. Personally, I do like scenes like that because it shows you like the levels and like how far the main character has to go to really, you know what I'm saying, reach those levels and those heights. So I did enjoy that. Obviously we saw Ace there for the first time. Smoker versus Ace, that was a nice little clash we saw in that arc as well. And low key, the Baroque works I think are probably one of the better villain groups in One Piece. Just the way the organization was set up, I thought was pretty dope. Just to see the rankings and Mr. 1 and Mr. 2 and all that stuff, I thought that was pretty fire. And the Straw Hats versus the Baroque works, that was a good fight too. Obviously Zoro against Mr. 1. Dope scene right there. Zoro, I think, using Haki right there for the first time. Sanji, Mr. 2, all them battles were pretty interesting. Obviously Crocodile and Luffy. Zoro freaking going against the whole Baroque works at night. That was a fire scene, obviously. So yeah, Alabasta, pretty dope arc. I think it's a comfortable B to me. All right, so next we have the Amazon Lily. All right, Amazon Lily. I feel like I'll put that. And C? Actually, I don't know. Amazon Lily. Hold on. Wait a minute. Amazon Lily. That was a good arc, man. Because it was right after Sabaody, so it's kind of hard to really compare it to Sabaody because that was crazy. But we saw Boa right for the first time, one of the 7 warlords. We learned more about, I think, Haki right there too, with Conqueror's Haki and Observation Haki and all that stuff. That one scene with Luffy just holding a newspaper and just realizing that Ace is gonna get executed, and him deciding to go to Impel Down, that whole moment right there was like really just dope to me for some reason. I liked it a lot. I think I was just so immersed in the story during that time because Sabaody was crazy, and then we get Amazon Lily, and then I just felt like I was in One Piece. So like when he was like reading the newspaper, I was like, dang, we going to Impel Down, it's gonna be wild. So it was a cool arc, you know what I mean? It wasn't like nothing too crazy, but seeing Boa, seeing the Kuja Pirates, it was alright to me. I think I would probably put it like, is it B? Nah, I probably put it at like C. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably a C arc. Not bad, but like it was alright. It was kind of like an intermission little arc, so it was alright. I probably put Amazon Lily right there. For right now, I'm putting it at C right now. Alright, Arlong Park to me is a good arc in One Piece. Definitely the best one at the East Blue arcs, so I put it in B. Under Alabasta to me, but obviously we saw the walk on Arlong Park, you know what I'm saying, that was dope. Luffy putting the straw hat on Nami's head, dope scene right there. I think One Piece is good at having like those scenes where it's like they capture these moments, and like Luffy just putting that hat on Nami's head, like one of those scenes for sure. So to me, it's at B, under Alabasta. All right, the ASL arc, Ace Sabo Luffy. Okay, honestly, bro, if I'm being for real, this arc to me is highly underrated. I think it's one of the better arcs in the show. And I'm putting an S, I'm not gonna lie. It's an S arc. You gotta like think about it. We finally get to see Luffy's backstory with Ace, with Sabo, right? We see how all that transpired, learning about Ace and how he felt being Roger's son and all that stuff. We see Dragon there, you know what I'm saying, him rescue Sabo, and just seeing how, you know, they thought Sabo was dead, and them like on that hill over the waves, like crying and saying their dreams. Like that's an important arc and a very good arc too. But yeah, to me it's definitely S rank up there with you know what I'm saying, the better arcs in One Piece. Alright, next up we have the Barate Sanji's arc. Word Barate arc. Okay, so we get introduced to Sanji. That was cool. Don Krieg. Mihawk though. Mihawk highlight of the arc for sure. Him and Zoro, that moment was fire. The little like pocket knife, that was crazy. I did like Gin a lot in that arc too. Gin was a nice little character there too. The setting was dope, being on sea and being on the ship. Barate is a good arc, man, I'm not gonna lie. Better than Arlong Park though? Nah, I don't think so. Cause Nami's backstory was, at that time, was better than Sanji's, I think. Sanji's was crazy, obviously him starving was Zip. But to me, Nami having, you know, her mother die and then trying to pay off Arlong and all that stuff, that was crazy. So I would say that Arlong Park is better than Barate, but Barate is still a good arc. I put Barate probably behind Arlong Park and B. Yeah, I think that's a solid little place right there. Yeah, I would say so. But I don't know, is it better than Amazon Lily though? Amazon Lily is low-key pretty good, but Barate is it better? Is it in C though? Like, it might be in C. Not putting in B. Right now, putting in B. It's a little better than Amazon Lily just because of Mihawk. So yeah. Okay, the next one, freaking Chopper's arc. What's it called again? Drum Island. Okay, so I would say Drum Island to me is not my favorite arc in One Piece at all. Chopper, not my favorite character, but we got Blackbeard, right? We got a little bit of like what Blackbeard was doing, but we didn't really get too much of him in that arc. We just got like a little it was our first introduction to him, I think. Obviously Chopper, his backstory. People say Chopper's backstory is like very sad, but to me it wasn't that crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't that crazy. Compared to the other ones, it wasn't that crazy. But it was cool. We got him and Dr. Hiruruka, whatever his name is. So that was nice to see. And yeah, the villain was trash. Wapple, come on now. Wapple was horrible. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Drum Island, I don't like Drum Island. It's probably like D. Drum Island is D to me, I'm not gonna lie. Drum Island is probably the worst arc. Yeah, that's crazy. To me, personally, I would say Drum Island is not a great arc. And to me, I don't like it. So I'm comfortable at putting that D. I might move it up later, but right now it's a D arc. Next up, Dressrosa. Okay, the arc I stopped watching One Piece anime. I'm mad at Dressrosa because Dressrosa was really good actually, but the pacing was horrendous. Like that was when One Piece pacing got like crazy. That's why I dropped the freaking anime, because it was so bad. But Doflamingo was fire though. Doflamingo was a fire villain, the best villain in One Piece probably still. Until Blackbeard shows more, I think Doflamingo is still the best villain in One Piece. Dressrosa's setting, that was dope to see too. Law's backstory, we got in that arc. We saw Fujitora, Sabo. To me, Dressrosa is like the equivalent to the Great War in Naruto, because there's a lot of dope moments, but overall it wasn't that great to me. I've only watched the anime for Dressrosa, so this is all anime related takes, so keep in mind that for sure. So I would say I would put that in C. I'm not gonna lie, it's a C arc for me because that pacing was just too bad to me. The whole Tada stuff was kind of whatever to me. I didn't really love them characters, but Sabo, Fujitora, all that stuff raised it to a C at least. So yeah, right now to me it's at top of C tier. Annie's Lobby, fire arc, easy A, maybe S, but easy A. Robin's backstory, the best backstory, the saddest backstory in One Piece to me, Robin. We saw CP9, you know what I'm saying, dope fights with Lucci and Luffy. Kaku, Zoro, all that stuff. Seeing Usopp shoot down the world government flag, that was a crazy scene. One of the most memorable scenes in One Piece for sure. So yeah, Enies Lobby was fire, man. I'd probably put it at A for right now. It could be S, I'm not gonna lie, it could be S, but right now I'd probably say it's like at A. I do rock with it though. I do rock with Enies Lobby. Is it S though? It might be S, it might be S, I'm not gonna lie. It might be S, bro. I feel like that. Part of me feels like it took too long to get to the good parts though, like a little too long, but overall it was still fire. So I can't fault it too much. So I would say right now it's an A. Right now it's an A. I might change it later, but A for sure. All right, what's that? Fishman Island. Fishman Island. Okay. So to me, I like Fishman Island. It wasn't bad to me, but Horty was horrible. Horty might be the worst villain in One Piece. He was trash. He was trash. His motive, what he was doing, that guy sucked. But the arc though, great scenery, great setting, kind of like Water 7, but a little different. Obviously there was post time skip, the first arc post time skip, so I did enjoy Fishman Island pretty much. Jinbei, obviously he returned there as well. So just seeing the Straw Hat's growth and development in the arc too, that was nice. And yeah, I liked it, man. Honestly, I did like it. I know a lot of people don't love it, but I did kind of like Fishman Island. So to me, it's probably a B. I'll put it over Barate, over Arlong Park. Over Arlong? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Over Barate for sure. Under Arlong Park for right now, yeah. I don't know, because we got the Queen's backstory. That was crazy. Queen Osahime, she was dope. Fisher Tiger's backstory is definitely over Arlong Park, sorry. Under Alabasta right now, but over Arlong Park for sure. Alright, next up we have Impel Down. Okay. Impel Down was good, man. Impel Down was definitely good. Just seeing the levels of like the prisoners, I thought that was dope. Seeing or realizing that there's a level 6, that was a nice plot twist right there. You know, having Ace down there with Jinbei and all the worst of the worst, right? What's his name? Shiryu down there as well. So yeah, that was wild. Blackbeard breaking out the whole crew, that was crazy. Impel Down was good. Impel Down was definitely A arc to me over Enies Lobby, I'm not gonna lie. I think I did. I can't say that. I can't say that because Robin's backstory that was wild. So Enies Lobby is a little bit over Impel Down, but Impel Down was still a fire arc. Seeing Ivankov there, you know, Luffy getting revived with the freaking hormones and all that stuff, that was nice. His face off against Blackbeard, crazy. Magellan was a dog. That dude was nasty as heck. I want to see him post time skip, but Magellan was fire. So yeah, A rank arc for sure. And yeah, okay, next up. I'm liking it. All right, Jaya arc. I thought was a solid little arc, little intermission arc before we got to Skypiea, I believe. So obviously Bellamy, you know what I'm saying, he got the mean punch from Luffy. We saw Blackbeard, his crew there. That was a nice scene right there. Blackbeard with the pie sitting down, talking about dreams. That was a dope scene right there. Seeing Luffy and Zoro to kind of like copy Shanks and their crew, like not fighting back in the bar. That was a dope scene. I like Jaya. Jaya was a good arc, man. Jaya low-key is definitely a slept on arc, I'm not gonna lie, because we also got Doflamingo and like his whole thing. We got a little glimpse of like the Warlords, I believe too. I think in that arc we saw Whitebeard for the first time, and Shanks, they had their clash in that arc as well. We saw the semblance of the Warlords, and then Lafitte or whatever coming to them and nominating Blackbeard and all that stuff. I think that was during that arc as well. So yeah, Jaya, honestly, it's an A arc. It's an A arc. Solid arc. I'll probably put it in that higher class because we saw more. I love the arcs where we see more of like the world in One Piece. So to me, Jaya was a good arc in doing that, and I put it under Impel Down, but definitely a solid little A arc. Yeah, it's cool. All right, next one is Logtown. I liked Logtown too. Similar in Jaya. We got a lot of the history though. I think with One Piece as a whole story, we saw obviously Roger's execution happened there, right? Smoker, his introduction was there as well. Dragon came in there, stopped Smoker. That was a dope scene. Yeah, I liked Logtown. It was good. I probably put it in B tier though. It was a good arc, but I probably put it in B. Underneath underneath the Barate, yeah. But good arc. I did enjoy Lockdown. All right, next. Okay. Y'all know what time it is, man. The biggest hitter, whatever you want to call it, Paramount War, Marineford, S, easy S, man. Over ASL right now. Marineford, I think is the best arc in One Piece. I'm not gonna lie. Anime wise, it had it. Whitebeard, I don't gotta even say it. Whitebeard, come on now. Whitebeard, freaking Ace, Akainu, the Admirals, all that stuff. Craziness. The Warlords, Mihawk, getting freaking blocked by Jozu, Marco and Kizaru, all that stuff was fire. So yeah, Marineford easily. Esther, Shanks coming up there at the end. Come on now, that arc was wild. Crazy moments, crazy clashes. The backstory was fire with Ace and Whitebeard too. That arc was honestly like, that's peak One Piece right there. Peak piece for sure. Peak piece for sure. But yeah, definitely enjoyed the Marineford a lot. Ace's death, of course, you know, everything, man, everything. So yeah, that's easy. All right, Punk Hazard. I didn't love Punk Hazard. I thought Fishman Island was better than Punk Hazard, but Punk Hazard did have Law in it though. You know, we saw his abilities in the post time skip. He was going crazy. It was the island that Akainu and Aokiji fought on, so we saw it in person for the first time. Caesar Clown, annoying as heck, but Virgo was a highlight. Virgo was a beast. Him and Law, that was a nice fight. Him and Smoker was a good fight too. Law and Smoker, that was a nice fight as well. So Punk Hazard though, I can't lie, the pacing in the anime too, post timeskip it just got worse. Definitely had his moments, but I didn't enjoy Punk Hazard too much, so I had to put it in C. I would put it under Amazon Lily, yeah, in C rank for sure. Not the worst, but definitely not the best, so I put it in C. All right, we got Skypiea. From what I've been hearing, Skypiea is getting a lot of recent praise, I guess because people are seeing that how Skypiea has, you know, how important it was to the overall story. Obviously, we're in Egghead now, and in Wano, I think we learned more about the poneglyphs and all that stuff. I forget what it was, but people are like saying that Skypiea was like a very important arc, which we knew. But I guess like as the story is developing, we're realizing more and more how much past arcs matter. So Skypiea, I think, was one of them. But honestly, if you take Enel out of Skypiea, come on now, that arc is trash. Let's keep it a buck. Enel out of Skypiea is not a good arc, man. I understand the poneglyphs, that was cool and all that stuff, but Enel made that arc easily. And he was in it, but it was more towards the end of it. That whole beginning of the arc, I feel like it was a lot of just like mid stuff, and then towards the end, like with the Nell fight, all them fighting in that like huge upper ground place, that was cool. But yeah, I just don't like the fact that if you take a Nell out, it's not really that good of an arc. So to me, it's not bad, but if I'm being honest, it's a C rank arc to me. I didn't love Skypiea, but yeah, to each his own. All right, making way. So next one is, what is that? Ooh, the Reverie. Okay, so this is manga. This is based on my knowledge of the manga, and the Reverie was fire. Chapter after chapter, crazy stuff. Shanks going to the Gurusei, all that stuff, man. That was wild. S rank easily. Emu, I think we saw Emu there too. That was, come on now, that was crazy. Reverie, low key. Nah, I'm gonna put it behind ASL arc for right now, but that was a good arc, little short arc. But yeah, those short arcs in One Piece, low key, sometimes are like the best ones. But Reverie was fire for sure. Next one is, okay, here we go, Saboti S easily over Reverie as well. Kizaru, you know, first time popping up, did work to Kid, to all Supernova, everyone. Urouge, Apu, Kizaru came in there and made a statement. Rayleigh obviously came in there saving Zoro. That was nice to see. Kuma, you know, doing what he did, pawing all them up. So yeah, I'd say Saboti is definitely up there for me. We saw the right hand of the Power King for the first time. Silver's Rayleigh, Haki. His Haki was wild in the freaking auction house. I like seeing all the new characters in that arc as well. The Luffy's rivals with the Supernova, Kid, Law, Drake, all them. That was cool to see. So yeah, Saboti is definitely up there for me. And I think it's an easy S for sure. All right, next one is, okay, this is going down there with Drum Island. This is what's that? Syrup Village, Usopp's arc. Okay, Syrup Village was a struggle. If you're watching One Piece for the first time, Syrup Village is probably like that one that's like gonna be tough to get through, because that one was just kind of like in the beginning, kind of slow, not too much going on. Usopp wasn't that interesting, honestly. His backstory wasn't too crazy, so it was an alright arc, but it really wasn't that good, man. Like Kuro, he was whatever, man. Like it wasn't that good, man. It's a D rank arc to me, honestly. So I think I can say that pretty comfortably. I think a lot of y'all would agree too. So yeah, shout out Usopp, but Silver Village, I don't know about that one. Okay, Thriller Bark. The only reason, I repeat, the only reason Thriller Bark is not in D is because of Kuma. Kuma saved his arc, bro. To me, Kuma and Zoro, obviously. Nothing happened. Okay, that was one scene though. One scene. Nothing happened. It was one scene. Kuma at the end. That was one moment. So I can't say Thriller Bark is up there like with the best arcs because it was just one scene. But that one scene did save the arc to me. So to me, I'll put Thriller Bark in C. I'll put it over Skypiea, but underneath Punk Hazard. No, honestly, low key, I'm putting Thriller Bark over Punk Hazard too. Underneath Amazon Lily, because of Kuma and because of Zoro. That was dope. But I did enjoy Zoro's fight with Ryuku, forgot his name, but the old samurai dude. That was a dope fight. The rest of the arc, Gecko Moria, he was annoying as heck. His laugh was annoying. His character design was trash. I didn't love the environment too in Thriller Bark. It was dark, but it was a little too gloomy and wasn't really like that serious. It was a funny arc though. It was a funny arc, but it was a weird kind of contrast with it being funny and it being gloomy. I didn't really love it. But Kuma, Zoro saved it to me for sure, so I'll put it snug in the C rank to me. Alright, so Wano. Okay, so this is obviously Wano just wrapped up in the manga. Crazy arc, very let me not spoil anything, but very monumental arc with Luffy, you know, with Kaido, Big Mom, all that stuff was crazy. The aftermath, you know, who came to the island, all that crazy stuff. Yeah, it was a good arc. I think the biggest flaw with Wano though is the fact that Oda really hyped it up to be like, he said it was gonna be like better than Marineford, all this talk. So when we got it, and it was just kind of like, it had its moments, but overall, like the pacing of it wasn't that great, and a lot of like focusing on like these scabbers and all that stuff. It wasn't, nobody cared about them scabbers, but a lot of them should have died too. Low-key, Kinemon should be dead. Raizo, a lot of them should be dead, honestly. I think Ashura Doji died, but like I forgot he died because he wasn't even that important like that. But a lot of them should have died that first time when Kaido just took them all out. When I think before Luffy and all of them got to the roof, Kaido should have killed the scabbers. That would have been crazy. But they were still alive. Obviously, One Piece, they don't kill characters that much, so yeah. Unfortunately, that wasn't a big death in the arc. But yeah, I think the One Piece. Did I spoil that? I don't know if I spoiled that, but I think they got to that point in the anime. But either way, they didn't die, so it doesn't matter. The fights were good. Not all of them, but the fights were pretty cool. I heard the anime is doing a better job though with Wano, so I don't know if y'all watching the anime, if y'all think it's, you know, better than the manga. But if it is, that's cool. But I know the pacing is still not that good, even in the anime, you know, because One Piece, Toei is just, they just accepted the fact that they're gonna do it like that. So I was like, all right, babe, I'm not watching it. But I am reading it, so I gotta read One Piece. The story is too good, so I couldn't drop it. But yeah, Wano, cool arc, man. Could have been a lot better in my opinion. I think a lot of people would agree with me on that. But if I were to place it in a tier, it had its moments. I want to put it at A, but I'll probably put it at B. I'm not gonna lie. I'll put it over Alabasta. It didn't really live up to the hype like that. Like, it had its moments, which was crazy, but overall, it didn't deliver, I feel like, in the way it should have. Almost A tier, but a little underneath, so yeah, I'm gonna put it at B for right now. Alright, Whole Cake Island. Whole Cake Island. I did like Whole Cake Island. Big Mom, her island was crazy. Just seeing another like dope setting place for One Piece. Seeing everything as sweets and candies, that was kind of cool. Katakuri. That boy is a problem. He was a beast. I think Luffy against Katakuri is probably like the best fight in One Piece now. Even though it was dragged out like crazy, it was dragged out horribly, but the ending scenes with Snake Man and all that stuff, that was cool. So Sanji, his full past, obviously Drummer 66, craziness happened with that. So yeah, it was a good arc, man. I'll put Whole Cake Island probably at the bottom of A. I don't know, honestly. Is it better than Wano? I don't know if it's better than Wano. I think it's more compact than Wano. The backstory with Big Mom and Caramel, that was cool to see too, with the giants and Elbaf and all that stuff, you know. I like that. The fact that Big Mom actually ate them kids, that was a crazy. I liked how they did in the anime, because it was like I don't know how it was in the manga, but in the anime it was like a sly dark moment in One Piece, but like you had to catch it, you had to really catch it. But like when you figured out that she was eating these kids, it was like, damn, that's dark as heck. But yeah, I did enjoy the backstory for that. I think Big Mom's crew is honestly the best that we've seen at the Yonko so far, with Katakuri, with Smoothie, even though Smoothie, we didn't see nothing from her. But Smoothie's Devil Fruit and her character alone, I think, was better than a lot of Kaido's freaking trash pirates. So I'll give Smoothie a pass. Cracker was a beast. He was cold. Who else? Oven was low-key putting in work. Daifuku. I did enjoy Whole Cake Island. Obviously Sanji and Luffy, they fought. That was a nice moment as well. So yeah, Whole Cake Island at the bottom of A to me. Over Wano. Yeah, y'all might disagree on that, but to me I think it is slightly better than Wano. So yeah. All right, Water 7. I split up Enies Lobby and Water 7 for a reason, because I think Water 7, there were two arcs. It was two different arcs, you know what I mean? Water 7, low-key, you could say, is the best scenery in One Piece we've ever seen. The water, like the way the whole city was built up in Water 7, I thought was dope. So I think it's low-key the best setting that we've seen in One Piece. So to me, it's up there. CB9, that reveal was crazy. Robin setting up the Straw Hat Pirates and going to Iceberg's room and all that stuff, that was wild stuff. I liked Water 7 a lot. Usopp versus Luffy, crazy. Yeah, Water 7 was that one. I put it in A over Enies Lobby. Yeah, I got Water 7 to Enies Lobby. And then lastly is Zoe. Another one of those like short arcs in One Piece, but quality. We saw Jack, the first billion berry bounty dude. Jack, you know what I'm saying, he caused mayhem on Zoe. Him and Nekomamushi and Orochi, that fight was cool to see. The fact that they were hiding Ryza, but we're actually saying that they didn't know where he was, that was a crazy reveal. The poneglyphs, you know what I mean? Yeah, Zoe was good. Zoe to me is it's a good arc. I put it behind Whole Cake Island. Yeah. Not low-key, Zoe was better than Whole Cake Island, low-key. I don't know. Maybe. I like Zoe a lot, but I can't. Is it though? I don't know. It's not B. I think it is better than the B tier. Right now I put Zoe behind Whole Cake Island, but yeah. Alright, that is how I'm setting this up for the tiers. I might change a few things here, but I think overall it's solid. I might change a few things, but I like how it's looking. But let's see. Okay, so D, we have Drum Island, Silver Village. I'll probably put it low key, bro. Maybe like that. Nah, I'm tripping. I don't know. I didn't like Drum Island, bro. I didn't like it at all. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's still better than Silver Village. It was better than Silver Village though. I gotta give it that. So I'm leaving D tier like that for right now. And I think it's good. All right, C tier. So Dressrosa, Amazon Lily. Okay. Then we got Thriller Bark. And then what is that? Punk Hazard, Skypea. Okay. Honestly though, I have to put Skypea over Punk Hazard. I can't lie. I don't know actually. Can't. I don't know, Skypea, because I know was a big part of why Skypea was good, but it wasn't like a bad arc. It just wasn't that good to me. So I think I put Skypea over Punk Hazard for right now. Yeah. Overall, I think Skypea was better than Punk Hazard, but Punk Hazard had more like dope moments in it. But as an arc, I think Skypea was a little better than Punk Hazard. And then Thriller Bark, and then Amazon Lily. Yeah, I like it. C is good. C and D, we good. All right, B. We got Wano at the top. Okay. Alabasta, Fishman Island. Yeah, I like that. Arlong Park, Barate, and then Logtown. Yeah, I like that. That's a good. B tier is good. All right, A. We have Water 7, Enies Lobby, Impel Down, Jaya Arc, Whole Cake Island, and then Zoe. Is Jaya better than Zoe? Yeah, Jaya better than Zoe to me. But is Zoe better than Whole Cake Island though? I don't know. I'm not too confident that Zoe is better than Whole Cake Island, but I did enjoy it more, I feel like. So it's hard because I watched Zoe, but I read Whole Cake Island. So no. I'm gonna put it behind it for right now. I think Whole Cake Island had more substance in it than Zoe. But I don't know, because Zoe had a lot. Zoe had Raizo, you know, it had Jack, it had Neko, Inu, you know what I mean? The poneglyph. That was cool to see, but I think I would put it underneath Whole Cake Island still. Yeah, I like A. A is good. All right, S tier, the S rank, 4 of them. We got the Reverie, Saboti, ASL, and Marineford. I think the main, I'm trying to figure out if I really have ASL over Saboti though. Oh no, Saboti over ASL. Saboti over ASL, but ASL over Reverie. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. So we got the Reverie, ASL, Saboti, and then the top of the top, the creme de la creme, Marineford. Yes, that is my ranking of One Piece arcs. That's how I see it. You can make some changes. I'm not gonna argue that it can't be changed. It definitely can be changed a little bit, but to me, that is how I feel, you know, based on my experience with the arcs in One Piece. But yeah, that is the list. If y'all rock with that, let me know. Let me know some more recommendations if y'all have any. And yeah, that's it. If y'all rock with that, do all that stuff in the description. Catch you on the next one. Stay healthy, stay powerful, stay blessed.
It's a hustler's do, and you ain't did it to a hustler do, and you ain't know it to a hustler new, and you ain't done till the hustler's through. I'm a customer too. This what hustlers do. And you ain't seen it till you seen it from a hustler's view.